सिम्टम्स हमें कैसे पता लगे कौन से साइंस होते हैं जिसकी वजह से हम कहते हैं कि किसी को डायबिटीज.
Hello, we're going to talk about diabetic dictionary. Okay, today's topic, section 10, diabetic dictionary. Diabetic dictionary definition, commonly used term with diabetic. Okay, it was ACE inhibitor, a type of drug used to lower blood pressure. Study indicate that it may also help prevent or slow the progression of kidney disease in people with diabetic. Albuminuria, more than a normal amount of protein called albumin in the urine. Albuminuria may be sign of kidney disease, a problem that can occur in people who have had diabetic for a long time. All this is the Greek word, the Greek dictionary. Aspartame, a man-made sweetener that people use in place of sugar because it had fewer calories. And another word, autonomic neuropathic, a disease of the nerve affecting most the internal organs such as the bladder, muscles, the cardiovascular system, the digestive tract, and the genital organ. These nerves are not under a person's conscious control and function automatically. I'm going to be a doctor soon. I'm learning the doctor dictionary. Next word. Beta cell. What's the meaning of beta cell? A type of cell in the pancreas in area called the islet of Langerhans. Beta cell makes and release insulin, a hormone that controls the level of glucose sugar in the blood. Blood glucose. This is another name for blood sugar. This is the main sugar that the body makes from the three elements of food, protein, fat, and carbohydrate, but mostly from carbohydrate. Glucose is the major source of energy for living cell and is carried to each cell through the bloodstream. And another word is blood glucose meter. Okay, it is a machine that helps test how much glucose sugar is in your blood. Okay, and another word, blood glucose monitoring. Okay, skip that. Blood glucose, this means help keeping track of your blood sugar. You use a meter to test your blood sugar and then write the number in your glucose logbook. Okay. I gotta learn all this diabetic dictionary. CDE stand for Certificate Diabetic Addictor, a healthcare professional who is qualified by the National Certification Board for Diabetic Educator to teach people with diabetic how to manage their condition. Okay, that's what here. Calcium channel blocker means a drug used to lower blood pressure. I don't need that. Calorie, energy that comes from food. Carbohydrate, CHO, one of the main classes of nutrient in food. Carbohydrates can make your blood sugar go up. Gotta cut down this rice, white rice. Eat wholemeal bread better. Chapati. Maybe eat chapati. Cataract. Clouding of the lens of your eyes. That's what mom going through. Cataract. And another word, charcoal food. Charcoal food. It means a food complication associated with diabetic neuropathic that result in destruction of joint and soft tissue. It's good to learn all this. Okay. DCCT means diabetic control and complication trials. A 10-year study, 1993, funded by the National Institute of Diabetic and Digestive and Kidney Disease to assess the effect of intensive therapy on the long-term complication of diabetes. The study proves that the intensive management of diabetic prevent or slow the development of complications from diabetes. Okay, the word dawn phenomenon means a sudden rise in blood sugar level in the early morning hour. I didn't get that. Don't have this symptom. Another word, diabetic mellitus, DM. Short form, diabetic mellitus, DM. Technical name for diabetic. Diabetic ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis. Diabetic ketoacidosis. This is a Greek word. Several out of, so the short form is DKA. Several out of control diabetic, high blood sugar that need emergency treatment. This may occur in people with type 1 diabetic, people of illness or taking too little insulin. So I'm not type 1. I don't have a type 1. Okay. Dietitian. I never meet with dietitian in the hospital. Where are they? They never give me this advice. I don't need a dietitian. I can learn by myself how to eat. Dietitian. RDLD. An expert in nutrition who help people with special health need plan the kids and amount of food to eat. Okay, let's skip. I think I'm going to be a doctor now. Orthopedic doctor. Okay, there's another word. Endocrinologist. Endocrinologist. A doctor who specializes in gland and hormone of the body and related disease. You open your glands when you make exercise. Glands, okay. And another word, end-stage renal disease. ESRD. The final phase of kidney disease, treated by dialysis or kidney transplantation. Okay, in another word, fat, one of the main classes of nutrients in food and source of energy in the body, first help the body use some vitamins and keep the skin healthy. Also serve as energy store in the body. So what is the fat? Diabetic type 2, the fat store up in my body, low metabolism. Okay, let's keep this. metabolism. Okay, that's another word. Gastroparesis. Gastroparesis, a form of nerve damage that affects the stomach. Food is not digested properly and does not move through the stomach in the normal way. Do I have this? I don't have this symptom. And another word, gestational diabetes, GDM. A type of diabetes mellitus that can occur when a woman, this for woman, the woman is pregnant in the second half of the pregnancy. The woman may have glucose in the body at higher than normal level. When the pregnancy and the blood sugar level return to normal in about 95% of all cases. Okay, let's skip that. That's for women. Glucagon, a hormone that raises the level of sugar in the blood. The hormone can be injected into a person who is unconscious from low blood sugar level. I don't have this symptom too. Another word, glycogen. Very difficult to pronounce. Why it's not in English? I think it's a Greek word. Glycogen. Store sugar within the liver and the muscle. Glucose. This is another name for sugar. Okay. Glycosylated hemoglobin test, HbA1c, a blood test that is measure of your average blood sugar over a period of approximately 3 months. Okay, often I heard this word. Today I got the meaning. It's another word I often heard from the doctor, but I do not know the meaning. Today I got the meaning. Hyperglycemia. This is another way of saying your blood sugar is too high. And it's another word here. Hypoglycemia. Another word, hypoglycemia. This is another way of saying your blood sugar is too low, sometimes referred to as diabetic coma. I don't want to get coma. Insulin shock or insulin reaction. I didn't get this symptom. Okay. Hypoglycemic reaction, a condition in which your blood sugar is too low. It may require medical assistance if your blood sugar does not return quickly to target range. Okay, that's another word. Impaired glucose tolerance. IGT, blood sugar level higher than normal but not high enough to be called diabetic. What? Blood sugar level higher than normal but not high enough to be called diabetic. I don't get it. Blood sugar level higher than normal but not high enough to be called diabetic. You mean you don't have a diabetic? Okay, skip that. Oh boy. Okay, there's another word here. Insulin. A hormone that helps keep the blood sugar from getting too high. Also, a medication used to treat diabetes. Insulin helps sugar get off your blood and into the place your body needs it. In other words, insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, IDDM, another name for type 1 diabetes. I don't have type 1. Type 1 doesn't produce insulin at all. Oh, I don't like that. Thank the Almighty. Insulin pen. Okay, skip this. Insulin pump. Skip this. Insulin resistant. This is mine. I have this symptom. Insulin resistant. Many people with type 2 diabetes produce enough insulin, but the body do not respond to the action of insulin. This can occur if the person is overweight and has too many fat cells. Also, as people age, the body cell lose some of the ability to respond to insulin. So I have low metabolism. I gotta speed up my metabolism. I gotta drink a lot of green tea and burn the fat. I gotta burn the fat. So when I start to burn the fat, the insulin start to come out. I think so. Okay, that's another word. Ketoacidosis, also known as diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA. Another word, ketones, 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 ketones or ketones, ketones. A substance that comes from the breakdown of the fat and collect in the blood. Ketones are present in the urine when blood sugar is too high or during weight loss. So I have two meaning here. So if I do exercise, fat will come on through the urine also. Sometimes vitamin will come out through the urine also. Okay. Ketone testing. Another word. A simple urine test that let you know if ketones are present in your body. Okay. Lipid, a term for fat. So what's the meaning of blood lipid? Thick blood. Okay, lipid. So there's another word, macrosomia. 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 No macaroni. Not macaroni. Macrosomia. You know insomnia? Yeah, I have insomnia too sometimes. Macrosomia. Okay, the word macrosomia, abnormally large in diabetes, referred to abnormally large babies that may be born to women with diabetes. A baby getting diabetes. Okay, MGDL stand for milligram per deciliter. Deciliter, term used to describe how much sugar is in a specific amount of blood. In self-monitoring of blood sugar, test results are given as the amount of sugar in milligram per deciliter of blood. I have the swing pen. I mean the monitor. Okay. There's another word here, nephropathic. The Greek word is neuropathic and it translated is nephropathic. Necropathic. Okay, nephropathic means disease of the kidney caused by damage to the small blood vessel or to unit in the kidney that clean the blood. non-insulin dependent diabetic, another name for type 2 diabetic. Oral hypoglycemic agent, OHA, another name for diabetic pills that people with diabetes take to help lower the level of glucose in the blood. Pancreas, the word pancreas, the organ in the body that produces insulin. The beta cell in the pancreas are the insulin producing cell. There's another word here, preperal, neuropathic, the most common form of neuropathic. The nerve damage can cause decreased sensation in the feet and hand. Okay, there's another word here, podiatrics. Podiatric, a doctor who specializes in the feet and related disease. They are not usually medicated doctor. It's another word, postprandial blood glucose, blood sample taken 1 to 2 hours after eating to see the amount of sugar in the blood. Protein, one of the main classes of nutrients in food. Protein are made of amino acids which are called building blocks of cell. There's another word here for this by diabetic dictionary. Rebound, a swing to high level of sugar in the blood after having low level. Receptor. That's the problem with me. The receptor machine is spoiled in my body. Receptor, area on the outer part of the cell that allow the cell to join or bind with insulin that is in the blood. Receptor. So the receptor in my body is not working. It's slowed down. So I gotta jab my insulin. Okay, that's another word. Retinopathic, a complication of diabetic when blood sugar is high over a long period of time. It affects the small blood vessel in the retina of the eye. Okay, saturated fat, a type of fat that comes from animal. This may also be found in several sources such as coconut oil, palm oil, and hydrogenated oil. Okay, there's another one. Sliding scale, adjusting. Sliding scale means adjusting regular and humaloc insulin on the basis of blood glucose test, meal and activity level. In other words, Somogy effect means a swing to high level of sugar in the blood from an extremely low level, usually occurring after an untreated insulin reaction during the night. The swing is caused by release of stress hormone to counter low blood sugar. Okay. Okay. This is another word, sorbitol. Sorbitol means a sugar alcohol the body uses slowly. It is a sweetener used in diet food. It is called a nutritive sweetener because it has fewer calories in every gram. Okay, that's another word. Sulfonylureas. Sulfonylureas. Pill or capsule that people take to lower the level of sugar in the blood. Some as oral hypoglycemic agent. Okay, another word. Type diabetic control means people with diabetic who keep the blood glucose. No, people with diabetic who keep the blood sugar glucose to the target range. That's what I do all the time. Okay, type 1 diabetic. Oh, thanks the Almighty, I didn't get type 1. Type 1 is the worst one. It says here, people with type 1 diabetes make no insulin at all. This used to be known as juvenile onset diabetic. Okay. Type 2 diabetic, that's me. People with type 2 diabetic do not make enough insulin or do not use the insulin effectively. This used to be known as adult onset diabetes. The end of section. So, I may be a doctor one day. It's not necessary that I have to be a doctor, but I can learn the doctor dictionary. Okay. Bye. Be healthy.